Alright, what's up, fight fans? It's K right here. I'm back with another good video for the channel. I wanted to give my honest predictions of Mikaela Mayer versus Iwa Brodnicka. This is going to be a very good fight, in my opinion. And I wanted to basically talk about this fight, as a lot of people say that Mikaela Mayer is heavily favored in this fight, which I do believe that. I'm like well behind her. She's a very good fighter. Mikaela Mayer, she is. Let me take a look at her box rec. Sorry, I should always come prepared. I apologize to all you boxing fans and to Mikaela and Iwa. She's also good too. I like her. But yeah, let's take a look at Miss Beautiful Mikaela Mayer. She's number 4. Yeah, very small division, 131 women. She is a super featherweight, so she fights at 130. She'll be fighting Iwa Brodnicka this upcoming, or no, actually, yeah, next Saturday. Next Saturday, sorry. But, I mean, as far as, like, her resume goes, she hasn't had, like, you know, that many big wins against high-level opponents yet. I guess maybe like her credible victories would probably be maybe against Baby Nansen. Yeah, I've seen her fight a couple times. She's decent, to say the least. And then after that, she's fought Adina Kiss, where she got KO'd. That was a good win. Vanessa Bradford for the NABF female super featherweight title. Yareli Larios, which I think that was that was a D. Yeah, that was a unanimous. And then Elizabeth Crespo, you know, that was a good fight. 10-rounder, but you know, she easily won. Alejandra Zamora, which that was a pretty much a takeover fight. She dominated her. She TKO'd her in her corner in the 6th round. But for her most recent fight against Helen Joseph, which I was a little bit curious of this fight. She did very well against Helen, but as far as the fight goes, she definitely had a lot of holes in her, how should I say, her style, that allowed herself to get exposed a lot. And what I would say with this fight is that she was very lucky that she didn't get caught with any, you know, big power punches, which I'm pretty sure her defense is way much better, so she doesn't let herself get open for any punches like that. But for a person like Helen Joseph, I definitely have a lot of respect for her. She could definitely hit, because she has gone up against some decent opponents. Even before Mikaela, she fought Delphine Persoon. She went at it with Teresha Douglas 2 years back, which, you know, she's a decent fighter. She's not the best, but that went to a majority draw. And I mean, even before Teresha, 2 fights beforehand, she knocked out Shannon O'Connell, which, you know, she's not a pushover. She's a very good fighter. And she's fought up against Jennifer Hahn, which was 5 years ago. That was a decent fight. So I mean, she's not a bad fighter. She was a very good high tier level opponent. And I mean, good enough. She's been in certain title fights, which, I mean, she won the WBF. I mean, like, the UBF title, you know, was like a draw. You know, if she had won that against, you know, Teresha Douglas, you know, that would have been a, you know, good win for her. She lost in a UD against Jennifer Hahn back in 2015 for the IBF. So I mean, she's not a bad fighter. She also fought Dahiana Santana. She's a good fighter, very skilled, very crafty. She's not the same as she used to be, but yeah, she's a tremendous fighter. So yeah, she has a lot of talent under her belt, but it's just like the problem that I have with Mikaela is that she doesn't use her height to her full advantage. I mean, she's 5'9", and Iwa she's 5'8", and her reach is yeah, I can't even find that. But I mean, I'm pretty sure with Mikaela's reach herself, she'll probably have like the upper edge, I would say. But by any means necessary, she has to utilize her footwork a lot more in order to control the fight. And then if she's able to catch Iwa off some hard, heavy counters, and I would say, reading combinations where she can utilize her defense to catch any possible mistakes that she can get out of Iwa. I think that would be a pretty easy win for Mikaela. This is for the WBO female super featherweight title, so I think this will be a very good fight for her. She'll easily dominate Iwa if Iwa doesn't come in with the game plan. But even if she does, I think on the level of skill and caliber that Mikaela has been on, she's a very good fighter, and I have a lot of respect for her. I like her a lot, and I really hope that she does very well. But as far as Mikaela's resume, it's not the best, but it's decent to say the least. That her only biggest tough fight probably had to have been Helen Joseph. I personally even think that the scorecards should have been a bit closer, because Helen did catch her with some really, really big shots. I believe in the 7th or 8th round, but it was definitely a huge like a huge control of that fight being managed by Mikaela. So she's been able to hold her own for the fight to be contained, but she definitely needs to watch out for those big punches against a heavy hitter, because for everyone else that she's faced, she's never had to deal with any woman that has heavy hands, and they could easily stun her with those punches. So I think if she utilizes that well in her defense against Iwa, then she'll easily take the title away from Iwa, and that'll be a good, easy win for her. And hopefully that can, go into her favor. But in regards to Iwa, with her resume, I'm looking at it right now. I just don't, want to show y'all. Well, I mean, I could show it to you. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I apologize. Sorry. Just give me 1 second. Alright. But yeah, if we take a look at Iwa's resume, she hasn't fought the best competition as of much, but she's gone against Edith Soledad Matisse. She's a very decent, fighter, to say the least. That was a split decision, which I thought, honestly, Soledad, she actually even won that fight, because she gave Iwa some problems where Iwa, she did get hurt in a couple of the rounds. But I mean, another good fight before that was the Janeth Paris fight. She's a very good fighter. She can definitely hit. Not so sure about that fight, the Sarah Puek fight. The Vivian Opanoff fight, that was a very good fight. I even thought Vivian, she almost had her pretty close there. I mean, other fights before then, not too much. She hasn't had too much of a big career. I mean, I would never say any fighter is a pushover unless the fighter doesn't try. But it wouldn't surprise me that Iwa would probably be outclassed by Mikaela. She's not too much of a mover. She's very classic. She likes to be face forward. She really fights very dominant on her front foot. I haven't really seen too much of her fighting off the back foot, but I would say the keys of victory for Iwa, in order for her to even make this fight even winnable, is to keep Mikaela away from the jab, and I would say work the body. And then after that, I would say utilize more, defensive, mechanisms to get more deeper inside of the body. And I would say even work the jab to the body, and then she would definitely slow Mikaela down. And then if she's able to, I would even throw uppercuts whenever you see the opportunity for a hard counter. And then after that, definitely use haymaker hooks to, keep the pressure going if there is a possibility for, like theoretically speaking or hypothetically speaking, to get Mikaela hurt to knock her out, or just to get her tired and, definitely wear her down. But I don't think that would really happen. It definitely seems like Mikaela, she'll have the upper edge. She has more experience under her belt, not just in pro fights, but I wouldn't say it for the amateur background. I don't ever say that for any fighter to be better than another fighter, and that in that caliber of skill, of skill. I would say it's more to do with their with their style, because but the styles do make fights. But I think stylistically and IQ wise, Mikaela, she's at that level to outsmart Iwa and make sure that she doesn't get any advantage to take Mikaela down, where she would ever feel uncomfortable in the fight to lose her confidence, and then she loses that momentum to get beat. But I think either or, this is going to be a good fight. I mean, again, this is boxing. This isn't something where anybody can make the proper prediction of who would actually win. But I think Mikaela, she's good, man. She's a very lovely individual. I think she has the best sportsmanship out of women's boxing. She doesn't talk too much. She just basically does her thing, and she just be wailing on people. But yeah, much love to Mikaela Mayer. I love her. And much love to Iwa. She's a good fighter as well. It's definitely good to see a step up in competition. And hopefully we can see, a very good fight come next Saturday, which I believe this is under the, I want to say the Naoya Inoue versus Jason Maloney undercard or co-main event feature. I do believe that there is the Gervonta Davis versus Leah Santa Cruz card on that same night too. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully it does become a good fight, and we could see some really high level action. So yeah, be sure to like, rate, comment, hate, and then subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this fight. I just wanted to give out my quick thoughts and put it out there for the channel. All right, I'll see y'all later, and have a good night. Bye.